What is happening, my beautiful people? My beautiful, beautiful people, what's going down? Are these energies killing you? I am telling you, man. I don't know if you can tell, but my head, I'm so clogged up. I've got cramps in my back. I've got shit going on, man. And it's all about the shift. It's all about the shift back. I'm going to talk about something. I really don't even know what I'm talking about right here. So, but first and foremost, if you would, if you resonate with anything, of course, if you resonate with me, if you feel like, just go to my channel, subscribe to my channel, help a brother out. You know what I'm saying? It's like giving me a penny, man. You know what I mean? Give me a penny, bro. Go click over to my channel, give me 1 red cent. That's what a like is. It's less than that. Just all you do is ding, and there you are. You don't have to put on bell notifications or none of that. I'm going to talk about something that I really don't know anything about, but all I know is I'm experiencing it. I've been going through the ascension for almost 2 years now, and my awakening began back in 2017, September. And I know that I've had these, I've kind of have felt energies, and I've been noticing the patterns. When we come out of a full moon, I kind of go into this null, I don't know how to describe it, but it's almost like everything's muffled, like I can't hear like if you put headphones on and you can't hear shit, that's how it feels like everything is. I feel like I'm laying in cotton and I just can't, experience the energy, until the new moon comes. And then from the new moon to the full moon, and especially when the full moon hits, I'm peaking. I mean, I am like, woo, and, but I've not noticed it as much as this time. This month of April, man, has just beat my ass. I don't know about you guys if you're going through any kind of flu symptoms, any kind of, like I can't clear my throat, I can't get it cleared out, so I apologize for that. But I got to make this video, and I've been meeting so much resistance that I'm wondering, should I be making a video or should I push through? And I've decided to, I think my higher self has told me to push through this and just get back at it, get back on this. Like I say, which people who are subscribed to my channel, they already know my mom passed on April 9th. And that was kind of like, and we weren't real close and all that, so it wasn't like it was one of those deals. And plus, she'd been battling cancer. She'd been in the nursing home forever. And, it was one of those deals where when it came to the finality of it, it was actually a big, huge relief for me. So, but I haven't, not that I've been depressed or anything like that. I think it was just a release. But, long story short, I quit smoking weed a long time ago, and I do every once in a while here and there. But after she passed, I went and got some, smoking it up and eating. I gained like 20 freaking pounds. I mean, April's been a weird month for me, man. But none of that's neither here nor there. The main thing is this pain, this flu, this crazy thing that started about 4 days ago. This flu thing that I'm talking about. I've been having this thing in my throat, and I've been having these weird, I don't know, my body doesn't feel right. I don't feel like myself. I almost feel like, I just don't feel like myself. I'm like, I can't describe it. It's hard to describe, but, and maybe you guys know what I'm talking about, but these last 4 days, I want to talk about this little flu thing, because it's really weird, because you know how you get a flu or you get this cold or whatever, and you take Dayquil, NyQuil, you take whatever. Dude, I've taken everything from Dayquil to NyQuil to Benadryl to you name it. I've taken it. I've drank high power smoothies. I've drank the airborne things, trying to get nutrients in me, trying to get, nothing is working. But it's just now, today is the first relief I've had. I know we're moving into that new moon, so And I've seen a few people talking about this, and man, I don't really, I don't do the astrology like a lot of people do, and I should probably pay more attention to it. I'm off onto some other shit, man. I'm like reading Blavatsky and, Secret Source and Kabbalah, all this ancient Hermetic principle shit, and studying, Neoplatonism and Aristotle, and, I'm off onto some other shit, you know what I'm saying? Even though I know that astrology's huge, it's just, I really occupy my time with just like this other shit, man. I'm onto these new age physicists, these new brains, this Ken Wheeler guy and Santos Bonacci, which he's Mr. Astrology, but he's deep. Nassim Harriman, guys like this. But so I'm off on this other kind of like path. So I'm not really learning, I haven't been really learning about the astrology thing, but I think I need to sort of get more into that so I can be ready for when shit like this goes down, because man, this storm, this thing that I just went through, very strange. And I don't know if you guys have been going, I don't know if this is manifested into physical pain for you, or like these flu-like symptoms. I don't know, but it's happening to me, and I've seen people talking about it. So I'm, it's kind of like reaffirming what I'm thinking, so. But I want to get off into. I always like to talk about the way we perceive things. I always like to talk about how we can, kind of like, you always hear this, your thoughts have wings, you control your reality and the way you think and this and that, but there's, in a perfect world, you could probably just think something and change everything, but this isn't a perfect world. And if you live in dysfunction like I do, which I don't live in dysfunction in my house, but my family, my, siblings and parents, things, I don't want to say from the past because they're still here, but it's the old baggage stuff, it's the old baggage shit that you kind of, it seems like you can't get out of. And, how can I put this? I really feel like that fixing whatever problems you have from the past, and fixing, trying to heal those wounds and trying to forgive those people, because that's where it all started. That's where, like anybody who's in a dysfunctional deal and they're still bogged down in it, and they're still like feeling like they're in this mud bog or this quicksand and they can't get out of it, and they'll have, like me, I'll go a week or two where I'm on this high frequency shit, man. I mean, I am vibrating at a high rate, and life is beautiful. I mean, I'm literally seeing the beauty in it, so much beauty that it makes me tear up and shit. It gets me emotional because I'm connected. I mean, I am so connected. And I don't know, I need to start paying attention to the moon cycles, because I don't know if that's what's causing it, or if it just seems like it's my family, that, something else comes and something else comes and something else comes. And I won't turn my back on my family. I'm, even though we're all screwed up, and we've been taught that, no, blood's thicker than water, and family's all you got, and all these things. And, that is deeply embedded in me, and I'm not sure if it's something that I can shake. So I've got to figure out how to navigate my way through this, and, forgive. And there's some people in my life, and I don't know if you've got these people, but man, forgiving them, I just don't know if I can do it. I mean, I'm every day meditating, man. I am freaking just, trying, really trying, but at least I'm trying, you know what I mean? At least I'm going there. But I feel like those are like the little lessons that are kind of holding me back from the full meal deal, you know what I'm saying? So I talk about that a lot. But I want to just make a real quick video, and I just wanted to get on here, and I ain't going to front, and I ain't going to bullshit you, man. I want to get back on higher self, try to pick up some more subs. I'm trying to build this channel and build some momentum I've got, I've been doing a lot of research on a lot of different things, man. And I think I'm about to bring some shit to the table that where I can connect a lot of dots that'll make sense to the common guy. Because the deeper you go, the more complex all this gets. And, you know, it's funny how some things are so simple, but yet so complex. It's amazing. But, you know, I want to talk about right now. And here's kind of a good analogy. And if there's anybody who's ever raced or anybody who knows anything like this, but, if you had an old junky ass truck, this is who we are. We're this old junky putting around, beater truck, and it banging on, it's an 8-cylinder, but it's only firing on 6 or 7 cylinders. It's runs like shit, but you can't kill this thing for nothing. You know what I'm saying? It runs like shit, but it keeps on going, keeps on going, keeps on going. You can load it to the gills. You can get it stuck in it. Whatever you do, it's going to come out of it. You're going to get out of it. Well, as we ascend, we become like this race car, this Indy 500 race car that's so finely attuned. So every single thing matters. How you adjust the jets on the carbs, and the fuel pressure and the stagger in the wheels and the aerodynamics of it. And if one little thing's off, it doesn't run at optimal. And even if one little thing's off, it may not run at all. And that's where we're getting. We're getting to where, we're that race car. You know what I mean? We're becoming, we're not the big smoking nasty truck that's bogging around anymore and just pushing through and pushing through. We're like this, this speed of light fast race car, or whatever, however you want to think of it. But my point is that little things, just the little things, can fuck your motor up, dude, and cause it not to run. You know what I'm saying? So navigating your way through this is like, it's an art in all of its own. Because, I made a video, and if this resonates with you, go check this video out. And it was called, and I put it on Higher Self and got a really good response out of it. And it was, used, abused, addicted, now ascending people, and I kind of talked about why I thought that a lot of people who are addicted, a lot of people who, were used and abused, there's a lot of us waking up, and why us, why us? And, and my conclusion is that we have the fortitude. We've been through hell. We've been, like put on the back burner by our family. We've been like, had doors shut in our face. We've hit the bottom, man. We've seen shit that just other people, we've experienced stuff that other people you would think that some of us, man, we're so addicted and done things that we swore we'd never do, and you end up doing it. Or you've seen things and it was just commonplace. And when you get away from all of that, you look back and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe that didn't rattle my cage back then. You know what I mean? It was just like the normal shit, And so anyway, in that video, I talk about how I believe that the reason a lot of us, I think that we're going to be like, kind of put it in the context that like we're the Green Berets of humanity or whatever. We've been through hell. We've been through Hell Week. We've been through hell. You know what I mean? So we're resilient. We're used to being alone. We're used to picking ourselves up and pulling up our bootstraps. And a lot of people, once you get sober, you start to realize how fucked up everybody is, how screwed up all these people are. People that look normal, these people that you have always thought were normal. Well, when you go through this ascension, it's the same thing, man. You rise above, but here's the thing. Here's where you get trapped, or where I feel like you get trapped, is, the people that turned your back, they didn't turn your back on you, but some cases, yeah, they have. Your parents, your siblings, your cousins, your friends, because you deserve, to have a door slammed in your face because you either stole from them, you lied to them, you done this, you done that, you scammed them, whatever, because you had to feed your addiction, right? So, And maybe it was because maybe you're not addicted. Maybe it's just you was just, a dysfunctional product, a product of dysfunction. And, you just done shit and you screwed up relationships and whatnot. And now you get cleaned up and you start to build them relationships back, but then you get to another level and you start to ascend, you awaken, and you go through this awakening, and you want to you're like, oh yeah, like, if I could just, okay, here's normal, or what you thought was normal, and then you become addicted and you go down here. Okay, then you get yourself cleaned up and you're here, and now you feel like you're up here, and now you want to kind of let them have it, or I don't know, you just want to let them know, I'm on this whole other shit, bro. And I don't know, it's not that you want to that type of shit, and it's not that you're trying to rub their nose in it. For one, you do feel like you got a grip on some shit, and now you're seeing things from a whole other perspective, and you can see it better than them. And finally, you're in a place where you feel like, and I hate to say that you feel like you're better than them, but you sort of feel that way. You sort of feel like, I'm closer to God now than ever. And I feel like I'm a better person than you, just because you look at things with love, you're constantly in this loving place, and so you think, that, I don't know, I don't want to say high and mighty, I don't want to say that you get like that, but you sort of do. Bad thing about humans, man, is hierarchy is everything to us. It's like, if we can one up somebody, it's just seems like it's part of who we are. I know that it's not who we're supposed to be, but it's part of who we have become. I think they call it Darwinism, the strongest, I'm not sure if it was Darwin that said that, but, the strongest, rise to the top, or whatever, and the rest, whatever. But that's not how it's supposed to be, man. We're all supposed to work together. There's none of this, it's really not supposed to be a hierarchy. Anyway, you get in that trap, and you're looking down your nose at these people sort of in a certain kind of way, or you're trying to pull them up, and you're trying to say, hey man, this is the way, you need to listen to me, and I know some shit, you know what I'm saying? There's a mass awakening going on, and there's this other place that you can be, even though you're here on earth, your consciousness can rise, which, if you can think of earth, if you could think there's a million earths, and there's a level up, level up, level up, level up, and when your consciousness rises, you go up these levels. And, that's what they're talking about, 3D to 5D, and 3D is what we've been in. It's like this bogged down, super dense energy, and it's thick, it's palatable, Then you get into, once you start to awaken, you get into this real light body is what I call it. It's like you feel freer, your mind is right, your heart is right, man, things are flowing, you're seeing the beauty, you're connected to God, and God's connected to you, and you realize that you're one and the same. And I mean, you're not God, but you are part of all that is, and you are part of God, and God is part of you, and you're all intertwined and connected, kind of much like your son or your daughter. They're a separate person, but you're all over that. I mean, the way they look like you. Their DNA is the same as your, or similar. There's blood type. You're either gonna have mom or dad's. So it's kind of like that. Even though you're two separate things, you're also one thing. I can't hardly describe that, but so yeah, I'm not sure where I went, and my mind is still. I don't know if you guys feel like you're living in this fog and cloud of shit right now. It's like it's worse than it's been in the last couple of years. I heard somebody talk about last September 2018, around in that area, the energies got crazy like this. And I think I had noticed that, but I haven't been so sensitive to it as I am now. And it's like, it's dense, man. It's like, you get, it's almost like, okay, let's just say you put on all white. You put on all white. Well, one speck of dirt, man, you could see that on your shit. You know what I mean? You see it. One splash of mud, or you drip of coffee or something. It's like, oh my God, but when you're wearing black, you don't see the shit. You can spill shit all over you. You can make a mess. You don't see it. It's kind of like that. It's like your essence, your what you are in this meat suit here, this body, what you are, you've become like you're wearing white. And it's like any little thing, man, is like gets you dirty, or just, you know what I'm saying? You can't take the density like you used to be able to. You can't take that, the negative energy. It's different now. That's why it's really important to me, to continue to hold this light, but also to try to fix, so that you can move up. I think a lot of the reason that some of us are like still bogged and feeling all this is because we really are, or we really haven't dealt with a few things. There's a few things we haven't dealt with. And I know personally for me, there's a couple things that come straight to my mind. I know what they are. And there's a couple things that come to my mind. I don't want, there's a part of me that doesn't want to fix it. There's a part of me that still has this resentment, that still has this hatred, I guess you would call it. I hate to say the word hate. I don't want to think of the word hate. I don't even like to say the word hate, because everything you say is energy and you put it out, Sorry about the sniffling and shit, but, and I know I probably sound like I'm about to start crying or something, because my voice, everything is just, I don't know what's happening. All I know is I feel strange, and I just wanted to talk about it because I see that other people are talking about it, so I know that it's happening to other people too. And I guess to wrap this up and end it up, is what I found out, or what I think I have found out, is that as we shift into the new moon on our way to the full moon, it's going to get better for us. Those of us that's been going through like this physical symptoms of this ascension right here recently, especially, it seems like it's happened this whole year, since 2019 hit, man. It's like, I can't even describe it. It's like there is really a serious, and I don't know if, like the powers that be know that we're gaining momentum, and they're like sending this other energy, and there's this battle of energy going back and forth, and we're feeling it. I don't know if our bodies are changing, and this is what it feels like to me, is that, like I say, the race car analogy, like we're becoming more attuned to firing, and running perfect, and everything being, perfect, you know what I'm saying? So that you can be optimum. And any little thing just bogs you down, And used to, you didn't even notice it because you were running like shit to begin with. And, you were like that old truck, that smoking ass old truck. It wouldn't matter if you ran out of oil. Doesn't matter if you're in the mud. Doesn't matter. It's the same old shit every day, But now that you're becoming this, what they call crystalline, you're 70% water. So, and water, how much memory there is in water. That Gary Amato, or I forget what his first name, something Amato or whatever, done those tests with the flash freezing the water. So we know that, the water molecules in us can be beautiful and crystalline, or they can be murky and muddy, like, just carbon-based is what they call it. And anyway, I'm not sure if I brought any value at all to this, but in closing, I just want to say, we're all in this together, man. We're in a collective. And I wanted to talk, I was going to make a video about this. Here's proof. If you haven't, if you've been looking for signs and you're like, almost wondering, does this collective, can the collective change anything? Does it change anything? There, I want to give you some real proof that that we are, that we as a collective are changing the we're changing things. And here's just, you guys go shopping, have you seen that pineapples are everywhere? Have you noticed that pineapple is the new thing? Can you believe that? Pine cones, pineapples. I've been seeing, you go to Myers and you'll see the metal wall hangings. Some of them are the flower of life, the seed of life, the flower of life, geometric patterns everywhere. There's the kid t-shirts that talk about vibes, the high vibes, riding the vibe. We're doing shit, man. It's already started. It's already started in the marketplace. It's already started, and that's where you're going to see the shit. You know what I'm saying? They're not making those pineapples for the people who are in the low. That shit's for us, man. We're putting that out there. Can you believe it? I mean, really, really, really think about that. Nobody would ever use pineapples as a decoration in their kitchen or anywhere else. Pineapples are everywhere. It's like the new thing. They're the ugliest fruit. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Unless you're into what we're into and you know what the Fibonacci sequence is, you see it in, you can see the golden ratio in that thing. About the pineal gland. You know about this. You know what's going on. So, for the normal people, they put out cherries and blueberries and cute little shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what would be, real colorful fruit, real, pretty shaped, little fruit shit, or whatever. But I just find it just warmed my heart. I'd been out in the store here the last few weeks in the stores and have noticed that there's just pineapples everywhere, pineapples all over the place. There's geometry and sacred geometry and certain geometric patterns in some of the what do you call it, women's home decor crap that you set around, all that stuff that women buy and decorate their houses with. There's a lot of symmetrical, there's a lot of geometry, there's a lot of there's these signs and these symbols and these things that only we know about. And it's on the shelf, man. It's on the shelf. You know what I'm saying? I love that shit, man. So we're changing shit. I don't know. But anyway, I love you guys. I love you. And, I think you're beautiful. I do. Those of you that know me and have subbed to my channel know that I'm all about love, man, and spreading the love and making you feel loved. I want you to feel loved. I want you to know that you have a family out here. You have, your star seed family is right here, man. The people that you resonate with, when you go to these channels and, you resonate with that certain person and you feel like, man, I've known this guy. You know what I mean? I know this dude right here. He reminds me of somebody that I can't even think of, but he reminds me of, there's this deja vu with this person, or I resonate with this person, or right off the bat, we click type of thing. You know what I'm saying? This is your higher self, man. When you feel this, when you feel that you resonate in a certain direction, or this here pulls you, dude, you need to, right now, especially now, you need to follow that. You need to follow that. That's your higher self telling you, your synchronicities will back it up. You'll start seeing the numbers. You'll start seeing the colors, or you'll start seeing the signs, whatever it is that is everybody has their own numbers. Everybody has their own. But once you start to follow that, synchronicities come, boom, 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 and that's your confirmation that you're going on the right path. Continue down that path, continue to engage, like I want you to engage with me. There's not a comment. I guarantee if anybody leaves a comment, I will answer it. I mean, that's just what I do, because this is an energy exchange thing. And, and there's some people who know about, this energy vampire stuff, or people that will try to zap your energy, or people that'll feed off of that. Well, that's the risk you're going to have to take, man, because, you're getting you're getting energy too. You're feeding off of this too. Everybody's feeding off of it. Some people are feeding more, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't matter. The main thing is that you engage, is that you get these energies intermingling, man, and that we, as a collective, that we lock arms. We lock arms, man, and we just lock arms, and there's more, and there's more, and it's insane right now. In the last 2 years, it's blowed up. Anyway, man, I love you guys. I love you. And thanks for bearing with me on this. If you made it all the way through this, I know my voice is crusty and it's killing me right now. But I had to make this video. I had to. I made a really good video about a month ago. It was just before my mom passed. Put it on Higher Self. Man, I quadrupled, or even more than that, my subs. And I was on this roll, man. I was on this momentum, Then, like I say, my mom got diagnosed with cancer. She was dead in like 3 weeks. So, I got, not that, I just got caught up in that. You know what I'm saying? You get caught up in life and you have to deal with shit. But anyway, yeah, this is what I was trying to say, is that I had this momentum, man. And I was like, I was going to pound out some videos, bam, bam, bam. But my mindset, I couldn't get in that right mindset. I couldn't get myself where I needed to be, and I didn't really feel like I had anything that was valuable, so, and I'm not even sure that I did right now bring anything valuable to the table, but I'm still going to ask you to sub my shit anyway. So, because I ain't front, man. That's what I'm here for. You know what I'm saying? Taking advantage of this situation while we can, because Higher Self has given a lot of us a platform. And this is our opportunity to really get out and reach. And thanks, Higher Self, man. You guys are the shit. This is really awesome, because you are helping a lot of us smaller people. I know that it's helping you as well. I've watched Higher Self go from like 250,000 subs to 500,000. So, we're helping them. They're helping us. It's this loop, And so jump in here with us, man. Come on. Start you a channel. Because I'd like to hear your story. If not, email me, because I dig it. I mean, I might not be able to help, but I can listen. And there's been people that sent me some stuff that fascinating, man. Absolutely, their awakenings and the experiences they're having and the magic. If you go to my channel, you'll see that I've been experiencing, the only way to describe it is magic. I hate using that word. I don't like to use the word magic, but it's miraculous, it's mystical, it's crazy, it's extraordinary, it's out of this world shit, So anyway, I'm just going to have to wrap it up here, because I'm a yapper and I'll go on and on. But man, I love you all. And if nobody has told you how beautiful you are, first off, you need to realize that you're 1 in 7 billion. If there's nothing in the entire world that is 1 in 7 billion except for you. There is nothing on this planet where there is 7 billion different ones. Now, you may say there's 7 billion ants. Them ants are exactly the same. You look at one ant, it's the same as the next ant, man. We're completely different. Completely different. Completely different, man. You could literally take your face, do a recognition of your face, and you could have 7 billion people, on the phone, how you got that lock with your face. 7 billion people could come look at that phone and they won't unlock it. That's how different you are. 7 billion. If you can't embrace that and love yourself just because of the uniqueness, man, you're the shit, dude. You are like, don't measure yourself on what the media or the TV or people try to tell you, you have to fit in this little, to be accepted or to be considered beautiful or whatever. I think you're beautiful. I don't care how big you are. I don't care what color you are. I don't care if you have teeth, no teeth, if you only have one eye in the center of your freaking head. I don't give a shit, dude. You're beautiful to me. Know that. Know it. Feel it. Feel it. I don't know why I do that shit, man. I know I probably look like a sissy. Okay. Know that you're beautiful. Just know it, man. Know that I love you. Know that there's a family waiting on you. Reach out. Reach out. Somebody out here you're going to relate with. Somebody out here you're going to be like, oh my God, I relate more with this person than I do my own family members. That's because they're your family. That's because they are your family. We are your family. You know, we all came from one. We all came from one thing. We all came from one thing. And now all we are is part of that one thing. You know, if you used to take a diamond and smash it into a billion pieces and spread those billion pieces all over the world, they're still part of that one big, huge diamond. You know what I'm saying? So be that, man. Know that. Know that you are part of me. I'm part of you. You are me, and I'm you. And that's why if you don't sub to my channel, you're just smacking yourself in the face. I usually have a little funny shit in my videos, and I just I'm not really feeling it right now, man. I am just like, oh God, I can't wait till we shift a little bit more, and that's all I need is just another day or two of shifting, man. I'll be good to go. I don't know about you, but I've been bogged down, hogged down. You know what I mean? Woo. So, peace. I love you. Sorry for the sniffling and the screwed up voice and whatnot. Do what you got to do. Go over and hit. And if you don't like me, what my buddy says, hit the unlike button twice. Do it twice. Hit unlike twice. All right, man. Peace. Love you guys.